All right, everybody, let's get ready, get started for the forecast update here. And it's quite a long one of the longer ones I've had in a while. So go ahead and get started here. Looks like there's two viewers, may wait just a little bit longer, see if we get some more on here. So bear with me on that. And we'll do the update here at 10 o'clock, so another minute. All right, it's 10 o'clock. Let's go ahead and do the update. I'm not sure what's wrong with the algorithm here, but maybe it'll fix itself. Let's get started here. 75 degrees outside. We'll go ahead and move on to that. Take a look. Actually, 76 degrees outside according to my station. Across the area, it's in the upper 70s in some areas, lower 70s depending on where you're at. 76 right here at our station right now. Let's look at Doppler radar across the area. Do got some showers, maybe a few thunderstorms around Cordova, Jasper, Alabama. Overall, nothing in northeast Alabama. All those showers or storms earlier have dissipated on out of here, so they're no longer, a thing at this point. Forecast outlook looks like it's going to be hot. We will have a ridge of high pressure that will move in. Let me adjust this out just a little bit more. Anyway, we will have a ridge of high pressure that moves into the area, and it's really going to give us some heat for just a little while, a few days at least, as we go on into getting closer to next week. So forecast outlook looks like heat index 99 to 105 Friday. Better chance of rain and storms, high 94, low 75. Again, that'll be pop-up stuff in the afternoon, evening hours. Saturday, same thing, pop-up showers or storms, 50% chance of that, high 94, low 75, heat index 97 to 103. Sunday, looks like the same thing, pretty much sunshine, some clouds, thunderstorms, 40% chance of that, high 96, low 76. For next Monday, looks like we go down to a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs around 96, low 77, with a heat index of 98 to 100 degrees. So it's going to be hot. And yes, it does get hotter next week. So let's look at some of the information, of course. Looks like temperature, heat hazards. Friday, July 18th, high near 91, low around 73. Humidity remains elevated, pushing heat index values into the upper 90s. Could go into the hundreds. Saturday, July 19th, slight dip with highs around 89, lows near 73, still muggy, but slightly, of course, a little bit less oppressive than what we've had. Sunday, July 20th, back up to 91 degrees, low around 75. Heat index could again flirt up around 100 degrees, especially in urban areas. Heat advisory conditions are possible, especially Friday and Sunday. While not extreme, the combination of heat, humidity, and warm overnight lows can stress vulnerable populations. Hydration and shade are key. Also, storm chances. Friday, there's minimum rain chances, but it does go up into the afternoon and evening hours, despite what this says here. Looking like Saturday, slight uptick of rainfall forecast. Let's have some storms likely, especially late in the afternoon into the evening hours. Sunday, similar setup, low amounts of rain expected. Scattered convection driven by daytime heating and lingering moisture. Storms this weekend won't be widespread, but any that do form could bring gusty winds, brief downpours, frequent lightning. Of course, no organized severe weather threat, but localized impacts that's worth watching will be winds. They stay rather light, general 5 to 10 miles per hour, mostly from the west or southwest. No major frontal boundaries until late next week, so the air mass will remain humid and unstable, favoring afternoon storm development. So that's basically what we got there. RFS pretty much showing that. We have some showers of storms coming in tomorrow afternoon, evening hours. A little bit better chances Saturday for some scattered out across the area. Again, looks like the best threat will be tomorrow and Saturday. So best threats of storms then. Gusty winds, heavy rain, maybe some flooding due to that tropical moisture. 6 through 10 day temperature probability outlook, that is valid. The 23rd and 27th, we really heat up between this time frame. What they call a heat dome will build into our region around, says 27th to the 17th, of course. Or I'm sorry, that should not have said the 17th. The 27th, somehow the 17th got in there. Our August time frame, very hot conditions expected. So yeah, that is actually correct. That was an error on my part. So it goes kind of thinking into August. I don't really think it's going to go that far, to be honest. And I'll tell you why here in a second. But overall, looking like the 23rd to 27th time frame, we average out for storms, better chances of storms to the southwest Alabama, southern Mississippi, areas like that. And further north, we kind of just hang out around 50-50 chance here. Rainfall totals from now to the 23rd time frame looks like it'll be close to an inch up in Jackson County, lower amounts here. 0.50 to the north and around 0.23 to the south. So not a ton of rainfall expected out of any of these storms. But again, there could be some flooding this weekend, especially we have those isolated storms develop due to that tropical moisture. We'll keep an eye on that. So taking a look, this is Friday's pretty much graphic showing that stalled out cold front up to the north. It actually kind of connects to a warm front. It is a bit stalled out to the north, so lots of storms up there. Some of them could be severe, anywhere from Tennessee to the north. Big old batch of showers and storms expected there tomorrow. Also to the southwest, thanks to that area of low pressure with Invest 93, I believe it is. Taking a look at that, so better chances of rain to the southwest and northeast of us, and we're kind of in the middle of maybe not, kind of scattered activity for here, unfortunately. Now let's talk about Invest 93L, of course, going on down there in Louisiana. You can see it firing up pretty good there. You got a nice little tropical system moving kind of to the northwest currently, it looks like. So nice little satellite imagery there of that. Big old showers and thunderstorms down there with that. High winds, rain, flooding, all that stuff, unfortunately. Heat risk, we'll talk about that, getting a little bit more into that. So 8 through 14 day, there's a moderate to high risk of hazardous hot temps late next week. Looks like high risk, 60 to 80% chance for much abnormal temperatures over northwest and portions of north central Alabama and southern middle Tennessee, the 24th and 25th. Moderate risk, 40 to 60% chance for much above normal temperatures for northeast and portions of north central Alabama, July 24th through the 30th. So what are much above average temperatures? We say this means temperatures have a good chance to exceed 97 degrees during this period. So consider making plans to prevent impacts to people and pets. Risk to human health and pets can occur when temperatures exceed these values, and the heat index will definitely do that. So that's from the Weather Service Huntsville office. Now, the good news is models are wanting to bring in a weak cool front. A really weak. It'll more likely take just the humidity with it, but not so much the temps. It will cool us down a few degrees, but more or less it's going to get rid of that humidity. For just a little while, looks like we have a low pressure try to come in around the 1st and 2nd of August. That's that little swirling circle that you see come up right over Alabama. If it does it, this is the GFS. If that happens, we could have some more rain and storms. But right now, there is possibly some good news as we get further out around the 29th, 30th. Looks like we could see a little bit of a cooler air mass move in. Drier. Let's put it that way. It's still going to be very hot, but the humidity, it's going to take the humidity out with it. So drop us maybe a few degrees. That'll be good. Looking at the temperatures, let's get an idea. That's around the 29th time frame. Still very hot, as you've seen, until that moves through. Looks like we had highs in the 80s, lows in the upper 70s, or lower 70s, rather. So we do cool off a bit after the 29th into the 30th, rather. We cool off a bit thanks to that next system coming in. So we'll get ready to wrap it up. I know this was a really long video, longer than what I normally do, but that information needed to be got out there. So basically, stay hydrated, stay cool. It's about to get very hot next week. Enjoy what rain we do get. But this was a nice little thunderstorm at sunset earlier. I took that with my drone. Very beautiful shot of that. Absolutely enjoyed getting the shots of that. So let's wrap it up here with our sponsors, Mr. Dylan Snyder at Alabama Living Real Estate. For all your real estate needs, you can give him a call at 256-979-4330 and check him out on Facebook. Also, RKG Automotive Group, for more information on them, you can check them out on Facebook. Give them a like. Also, you can give them a call at 256-323-7323 for more info. And Wade Swords does a little bit of everything. If you have tree damage, maybe you don't, maybe you just want some excavation, dirt work, bucket work, or demolition, debris hauling work done, he's the one to call, licensed and insured. 256-558-9910. You can give him a call for more information on that. And let's get ready to wrap it up here at 10:09. We'll take comments, and then we'll get ready to wrap it up here. I'm about to head to bed, so looks like we have Jennifer Shea. Hello, hope you're doing good. And yeah, our creeks are dried up too. We definitely need some rain. So looks like I don't have a lot of comments on tonight. I'm gonna double check because my stream was having problems. I couldn't get it to go live on YouTube there for a minute. All right, that's all I see at the moment. Thanks, Miss Jennifer. Good to see you. Good to hear from you on here. Have a great weekend. We're getting ready to wrap it up already, going into Friday. My goodness. Have a good night, everybody. God bless. We'll see you on the next update.